we typically think of lying as something that's wrong. This view has been prominent for thousands of years. Going back to tales from Aesop's fables from ancient Greece, there's the story of the boy who cried wolf. More recently, in 1883, Pinocchio was written, and it was turned into a movie by Disney in 1940.
I was going to school till I met somebody.
Met somebody?
Yeah, two big monsters with big green eyes.
And even more recently, there's movies such as Liar Liar, starring celebrity Jim Carrey.
Test. Something small.
Red. All right? Now focus. The color of this pen is the color of this pen is green.
What all these stories have in common is putting forth the view that lying is wrong. There's a few different reasons that explain why we view lying as wrong. We view lying as wrong because it's a form of deception, and we view deception as wrong. Lying doesn't express reality, and referring to reality is a good thing. Lying also means that we're using other people as mere means. When we lie to others, it shows that we don't actually care about them as people. We're just using them as tools to achieve our objectives. Lying also breaks trust between people and in society. And when this happens, trust is lost. If someone has lied to us, it becomes difficult to believe them again. Their words have lost meaning. If lying happens at a wide enough scale, language itself breaks down, trust breaks down, and life becomes worse for everybody. But what if I told you there's a good side to lying? A side that often isn't talked about that much. This has to do with two things: counterfactual reasoning and theory of mind. First, we'll go over counterfactuals. Counterfactuals refer to that which has not happened. Hence the name counterfactual, counter to the facts. For example, World War II did happen. But we can ask interesting counterfactuals about World War II, such as, would World War II have happened had Hitler not come to power? Now, Hitler did come to power, but we can ask questions about what would have happened had he not come to power, and that would be a counterfactual. Counterfactuals can also be about trivial things. For example, I did eat pasta on January 15th, 2023, but it could also have been the case that I didn't eat pasta on January 15th, 2023. It probably wouldn't have changed the day or my life much, though. We can think about counterfactuals like a branching tree. There's all these paths that could be taken, but we decide to take one path. When we engage in counterfactual thinking, we think about the paths that we didn't take. Lying is a form of counterfactual reasoning. When we lie, it shows that we know what the truth of something is. We know what reality is, but we consciously avoid it. Suppose you said something bad about a friend. That friend ends up hearing about what you said from others and confronts you about it. You say, "No, I didn't say that." At a deep level, what's happening is you're thinking of that which is not. After all, you did say that bad thing about your friend. But how can you think of that which is not? After all, it is not. In a more applied sense, how can you think of something that never happened? It's an interesting paradox, and it goes back to the ancient Greek philosopher Parmenides. If you want to read more about this, check out the links in the description. Also, if you have your own thoughts about this, let me know in the comments below. Now, let's connect counterfactual reasoning to why lying is good. When you think about it, it's quite fascinating that kids can lie. Kids start lying around 3 years old. Usually, kids are scolded for lying. It's viewed as a bad thing. But when you think about it at a deeper level, it's actually very impressive that a 3-year-old is able to think of that which is not. A 3-year-old is able to engage in counterfactual reasoning. And lying is one of the first instances where humans engage in counterfactual reasoning. For example, let's suppose a 3-year-old spilled some juice. Their parents ask them, "Did you spill the juice?" The child responds, "No." What's going on here at a deep level is that the child knows they spilled the juice and knows that a negative outcome will likely occur in the real world where they spilled the juice. But in another world where they hadn't spilled the juice, a negative outcome wouldn't occur for them. For example, they wouldn't get scolded for having spilled juice if they didn't spill juice. So the child just says they didn't spill the juice. They lie. Now, a child isn't engaging in this higher order thought of what they're doing, engaging in counterfactual reasoning, but they're still doing it, which is pretty impressive. We can now move on to what psychologists call theory of mind, and how lying demonstrates theory of mind. Theory of mind is the ability to know that others have mental states, that others can think, and that what others think can be different from what you think. Children start to develop theory of mind between 3 to 5 years old. The false belief test is a psychological test which strives to see whether a child can understand that others can have different beliefs from their own. Here's one example of the false belief test.
This is the first pirate. His name is Ivan. And you know what pirates really like?
What?
Pirates really like cheese sandwiches.
Cheese. I love cheese.
Yeah. So Ivan has his cheese sandwich and he says, "Yum, yum, 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 yum. I really love cheese sandwiches." And Ivan puts his sandwich over here on top of the pirate chest. And Ivan says, "You know what? I need a drink with my lunch." And so Ivan goes to get a drink. And while Ivan is away, the wind comes, and it blows the sandwich down onto the grass. And now, here comes the other pirate. This pirate is called Joshua. See? And Joshua also really loves cheese sandwich. So Joshua has a cheese sandwich, and he says, "Yum, yum, 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 yum. I love cheese sandwiches." And he puts his cheese sandwich over here on top of the pirate chest.
So that one is his.
That one's Joshua's. That's right.
And then his went on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now,
So he won't know which one is his.
oh, so now Joshua goes off to get a drink. So Ivan comes back and he says, "I want my cheese sandwich." So which one do you think Ivan's gonna take?
I think he was gonna take that one.
Yeah, you think he's gonna take that one? All right, let's see.
I told you.
Oh yeah, you were right. He took that one.
When children understand that others can have beliefs that differ from their own, this can allow them to lie. Here's a test where a child must deceive a stuffed animal, mean monkey, a monkey that takes whatever sticker the child wants to get the sticker the child really wants.
But what about Patrick, 18 months older, and already with a knowing gleam in his eyes?
So that he doesn't know which sticker you really want, okay? Which one do you really like? Point to which one you really like. That one. And which sticker do you really not want? Which is a yucky sticker? That one. Okay, we'll leave those stickers there, and I'm going to bring in Mean Monkey. Let me see which one I want. Patrick, which one do you really like? Oh, well then I'm going to take that one, and you get to have that one.
I have my fingers crossed.
Patrick has also crossed a threshold into the adult world. He's now old enough to know that he can think things that others don't, that his thoughts are his alone.
From about 4.5 to 5, they suddenly and rapidly get that knowledge. They begin to think about other people's thoughts. They begin to think that somebody can think something different from what they know, that people's thoughts vary, are private, maybe incorrect. People can have false thoughts about something that they know to be true.
Once you understand that, then you can explain all sorts of things about why people do things which seem strange to you. They're looking for things, and you know that that's not where they are. It also means then that you can understand how to surprise people, how to trick people, because once you've made this split between the mind and the world, then you can think about people's minds and manipulate the way the world is so that they come to believe certain things about it.
Younger children fail to realize that they can lie. but as they age, they develop this ability. It's a natural part of a child's development. To be clear, all of this doesn't exactly mean lying is good. Having the ability to lie is good, since it shows a deep understanding of reality. It shows us through counterfactual reasoning and theory of mind. But having the ability to lie is different from actually lying. So I'm not endorsing actually lying, although there are probably some cases where lying is morally permissible. But that's a topic for another video. Drop a comment down below if you want to see a video on that. So to finish up, next time someone lies to you, sure, get annoyed. That's totally understandable. But also have a sense of wonder. Have a sense of wonder that we're able to lie, that we're able to engage in counterfactual reasoning and have theory of mind. It's a pretty amazing thing. If you found value in this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment below. This channel is all about interesting ideas, and there's a lot more to come.